Hey, what you reading for?
When I started this channel back in June of 2023, the goal was to celebrate the joys and benefits of reading, to celebrate authors and books, and hopefully introduce viewers to authors in works they may not know or may not be aware of. And at the time, I had just signed a contract with a publishing house, so I had access to a greater number of writers and industry professionals, and I also foresaw the need to have a platform to promote my work. Now, very soon after starting the channel, the relationship between me and the publishing house did not blossom. We mutually agreed to go our separate ways. It happens. It's no big deal. But the channel had to then quickly pivot away from interviews with writers, which I don't think would have been sustainable anyway. And I decided I would just read a bunch of books and then share my experiences with that activity. Turns out that the timing for starting the channel was perfect for me. I had just moved out of the big city of Budapest, and where I had been living off and on for about 6 years, and I moved to this tiny village in the south of France. And at the time, I was stressed out. I was about to snap. I thought I needed a break. I needed to get out of the city. I needed to get away from people. I needed a little bit of isolation. And this opportunity just fell into my lap to come down here and house sit, basically, do some minor repairs and get this house into condition so that it could be rented out for vacationers, for summer vacationers. So the opportunity came to me and I took it. This transition happens to me on a fairly regular basis. I'll be living in a big city and for a year or for a few years, and then I'll snap. Like I'll need to get away and need to get away from people or whatever. So I'll pack my bags and I'll put my cat in her travel bag, and we'll move to some to a tiny village on the Baltic Sea or some remote, isolated village in Slovenia for a few months, and then invariably after a few months or so, I'll start to miss people, and then I'll pack my bags, put my cat in her travel bag, and then we'll move back to a big city in some other country, and for the cycle to repeat. However, this time I had made a commitment to stay in this house and fix it up for the for summer vacationers. So this was going to be a period of isolation a lot longer than what I was accustomed to. And I say isolation, and that is the correct word, because here in this village there is nothing going on. It's mostly retirees, summer vacationers, people with second homes. There's nothing going on here. I don't know anyone here. I don't have a car. I don't really have much money either. So very much isolated, aside from my cat, Zvezda. And my interactions with people consist mainly of occasionally going to the hardware store and explaining to the guy what kind of project I'm doing, and then he'll recommend some products and tools and explain to me how to use them. And the occasional Zoom chat with the parents. Occasionally I'll message with some publisher who's giving me a ghostwriting project, or occasionally I'll message with a client who's giving me a translation project. But in all, it's very little social interaction. In fact, or very little interaction with people. In fact, the majority of my social interactions come via YouTube, come from this channel, from interacting with viewers in the comment section, and creating videos and then following the work of other creators. Sad, but it's true. That's the main part of my social interaction at this time. Now, this period of isolation, this period of very limited interaction with people, this is very quickly coming to an end. Summer is coming, and the vacationers will come, and then this house will be rented out. So I need to vacate this vacation home in about 2 weeks, actually. I need to return to the big city. Which big city? I think I'm moving to Riga in Latvia. I haven't booked the accommodation. I haven't booked my flight yet because I'm waiting to, maybe I'll have a better idea come to me, or maybe another opportunity will fall into my lap. I don't know. I'm kind of nervous about this. Move. Firstly, I don't know Latvia. I've never been to Latvia. I don't know anyone there. I don't have a job. I don't have much money. I mean, I do the occasional ghostwriting project, the occasional translation project, but those opportunities, they come about sporadically. So there's nothing really stable about my situation, stable about my financial situation. Plus, there's a war going on in the neighboring country, Ukraine, which is a neighboring country of Latvia. So there are many reasons for me to be nervous about this. Why am I telling you all this? Well, 4 reasons, actually. Firstly, thank you for following this channel. I have met a lot of very cool people, interacted with a lot of cool people, and I feel like my horizons have been broadened, and I'm very appreciative of that. Love it. Secondly, I think that the the activity on this channel is going to be reduced significantly in the next few weeks as I transition from this house sitting, this house that I've been squatting for the past few months, and I settle into wherever I'm going to settle into. I expect the activity on this channel to diminish significantly. So I'm not abandoning the channel. I will get back to it eventually once I'm settled, wherever I'm going to settle. So I wanted to alert you on that. Thirdly, if you like books, buy one of my books or several of them. I have a new book out called Edifice Complex, which I'll make a video about next week once I receive my author's copy that I can show you. But it is out, it is available already. In fact, I mentioned it in my last video. I've already sold 2 copies, which is nice. But I need to sell a lot more. It's a bit of an experiment. I know I can write books. I am very skeptical that I'll be able to sell them. But we'll try. I'm trying this. I'll try to put it out myself and see what happens. And if it's successful, I have many manuscripts to put out. And I'd rather just ghostwrite for me than ghostwrite for somebody else. Anyway, so buy Edifice Complex, and I also have short story collections and novellas. Enjoy them, leave a review. That's very helpful and greatly appreciated. And lastly, I'm making this video to tell you that tomorrow, Sunday the 19th at 4 p.m. London time, I will be joining Cliff over at Cliff's Dark Gems for a live chat, for his live stream chat with booktubers. And I told Cliff, I said, when he asked me to do this live chat, I said, oh yeah, sure. I said, hey, let's go crazy. Let's remove the filter and let's just get real, get vulnerable, you know? And if you know Cliff, you know that he is very accommodating. He is always coming through with positive energy and positive vibes. And so he said, okay, yeah, sure. But we're going to talk about books and BookTube experience, right? I mean, getting vulnerable, we don't want to talk about our problems, right? That'll be weird and kind of a downer, you know? Of course he's right. I don't know why I said something as ridiculous as that. I think I'm just very stressed in this moment. Got a lot of worries, a lot on my mind. So of course he's right. I misspoke. What I meant was I want to give the viewers a different experience than what they generally get on this channel. Because on this channel I don't really talk about myself. This video being a huge exception, right? I don't really get into my personal life. I just try to stay focused on the books. I have made a few attempts recently in the last few weeks to try to be personal. I don't think those attempts have been very successful, if I'm being honest. But yeah, I try to stay focused on the books, but I figure with this live chat, try to give the viewers a different experience. So yeah, so I said, yeah, let's just talk about books, talk about the BookTube experience, but with no filter, right? And be open to go off on whatever tangents come about. So I am inviting you to join us Sunday, tomorrow, the 19th at 4 p.m. London time for our live chat. And so come numerous, come with questions for Cliff, come with questions for me. No boundaries, no filter. And I'm sure that Cliff is going to be overjoyed that I said that in this video. I don't know how open Cliff is going to want to be. I don't know how open I'm going to want to be, but it's going to be live, right? And I don't plan on arriving with a filter. So we'll see. I'm going to bring a bottle of wine, and I will take a drink every time Cliff says something ridiculous, or every time Cliff or I try to evade a question that you might have, like we did last time, I feel. So feel free to bring a bottle of wine and enjoy and play along at home. We'll see if we can make it through the hour. Yeah, that's it. So to recap, thank you very much for the support. I feel it. I feel the love. I feel the positive energy, and it's been very helpful, very healthy. So thank you. Don't be surprised when the activity wanes for a few weeks. That being said, if during the first 2 weeks of June, if I do not post any video, please somebody contact Liam Neeson. His particular set of skills may be required. Thirdly, get yourself a book. Get yourself one of my books. Now's a great time to do that. And join us tomorrow for the live chat. Should be fun. Should at least be interesting. I'll leave a link in the description box to Cliff's Dark Gems so you can find the live stream. I'll leave a link in the description box to Edifice Complex where you can get Edifice Complex, and then you can just check out other books of mine as well if you're interested. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow.